guys, I'm so sorry. I feel kind of bad because it's still a mess. I had on top of my foam and my cot memory foam mattress, I put that white comforter, which is a down comforter. I folded it in half, lengthwise, I guess. So it goes to the foot of the mattresses, to the head. And I unzipped my sleeping bag, my Sub-Zero sleeping bag, and put on top of it. So that's a mess. The reason why I did that, because when I would climb back there at night and try to cover up with a sleeping bag, or to snuggle into it and then wrap it around myself, it was a pain, because at night I could rearrange it where I knew I could climb in it and then comfortably close it around me. But once I shimmied in it and situated, it was so twisted that it would only cover half of my body. So I'm like, that's enough. So I did that last night, unzipped the sleeping bag and just it is a sleeping bag, and just cover up with it. And it worked pretty good last night, actually. And I know you saw the title. Yes, I got the knock last night. I sleep in a corner of the parking lot where I work. And I still can't tell you where or what it is, but security, I was awake still. And keep in mind that all of my windows are covered, but they're silver instead of black. So when you stand outside, you clearly see that it's silver, that somebody's in the truck sleeping. My two front windows aren't tinted, so that's a giveaway also, because you clearly see that silver in it. And I'm like, it was a female security guard. So she was knocking on my truck in several different places, and I kept yelling, "What side are you on?" Because I didn't know whether knocking was coming from the driver's side or the passenger side. So I took off one of the covers on that window, the back window. She couldn't see me because that window's tinted. And so I shined my phone in the window and got her attention. And I couldn't roll down my window, but if I would have thought about it, I keep my key fob, my extra one, back there. I could have remote started it and rolled the window down. But anyway, I climbed in the front seat and started the truck. I rolled down the window, and I told her I am a employee, and she wanted to see my badge. I showed her, and I told her, I said, she asked what building I worked at. And I said, I used to work in this one, but now I work at that one. And the manager that I worked for at this one told me, I'm an employee here. I can go ahead and park here and shower and do my laundry. And she's like, oh, she goes, well, I need to talk to my manager about it. And I said, okay, that's fine. And she took a picture of my badge, and she's like, I won't bother you for the rest of the night. And I'm like, thank you. And she said she would let me know what the manager said. And I told her, I said, he can email me and let me know if I can or cannot do this. But I was given permission, and I wasn't aware that I couldn't. So I hadn't heard anything yet. And I think tonight I might go park at a truck stop. And it's a decent one. It's not like a really trashy one. It's always clean, nice, and open 24/7. So that's what I'm going to do tonight. Either that or Walmart. I'm not sure. But yeah, it was, I'll give you the kind of the before of this also, of the knock. I was in the back, you know, all snuggled up, and I was doing my color by numbers. I think I did hear her pull up. I can't remember. And I think I heard, yeah, I was parked on a bunch of cement that had been, they redid the sidewalk. So there was a bunch of cement, like rocks everywhere. So when a car drove on it, you could hear it. And so I put my phone down real quick, because I didn't want to knock in the first place. I mean, they didn't know I had permission. So I put the phone down where it would be dark, and I heard the door open, And I'm looking around in my truck because I have small little cracks in the covers. And I saw the yellow flashing light. And I'm like, oh God, here we go. And I want to say, on one side, she shined the flashlight in, briefly, I think. But I was real quiet, and I heard her say something on her radio, and I'm like, oh crap. And then that's when she started knocking. But I was like, please no, keep going, just keep going. And the funniest thing is I'm here every day, almost every day. When it's too cold, I'm at my ex's. But I'm here almost every day. And I know all of the security guards have had to see me here, although I had my car at first and now the truck. It was very strange that she was the first one to stop. And as most of you know, I've been in the truck since Christmas Eve of 2023. Well, not the truck, the car, and then the truck. I've had the truck a month now, or maybe almost 45 days, I should say. This morning, or no, it was last night after everything was done and I snuggled back in. My first thought was, oh, there's a YouTube video right there. I got the knock. I've noticed that a lot of people that sleep in their vehicles, vans, whatever it is, eventually will post a video saying, I got the knock. So now I fit in that category because I got the knock. I feel like I've said that 130 times already. So I got ready this morning and went to the store. My goal was I was going to get dressed and look presentable. I wasn't going to do a whole face of, you know, makeup, eyeshadow and blush and all. I just put foundation on and mascara. And I did my hair, straightened my hair. And I knew I was going to go to Walmart to get a Monster, and my Norm, I can eat on this all day long. That's powdered sugar donuts, by the way. So anyway, I'm like, you know what? I can go in there and weigh myself. Oh my gosh. My oldest daughter seen me last night, and she looked at me and she goes, oh, you've lost weight. I said, oh, you noticed? And she said, yeah. And I'm like, about how much you think I lost? She goes, 10 pounds. And I'm like, wow. She's very good at things like that. She told me what all the babies were after her, male or female, and she was right. And there's other things that she had said, and she was right. And I weighed myself today, and she was 1 pound off. I've lost 11 pounds in 3 months, I think. I can't remember when I started. But I lost 5 pounds in, no, maybe 5 pounds in 2 weeks. I might be off. Give or take a pound. Since I had the milligrams raised to 5, I have no appetite whatsoever. And every time somebody buys me something to eat, I'm like, if I can have 1 or 2 bites of your food, then I'm good. And some of them say, okay. And some of them are like, no, because I eat all of my food. And I'm like, oh, okay. So last night I had shrimp bought for me with potatoes, fried potatoes. I could only eat 4 of the shrimp and just a few potatoes, and I was full and hurting. And so I solicited the rest of my food. But I'm really happy. The shirt I have on was snug on me. When I would put it on, it was, I should say, snug around my hips. Because when I pulled it down, I remember it would be really snug around the whole lower portion of my stomach and hips. And today, I didn't pay attention till I got out of the truck going to Walmart. But when I stood up, I remember I was shaking my shirt. You know how you'll do that to your shirt to get things off? Well, I was doing that to get my hair off. But I was standing up and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's so loose. And that made me feel good. It's really loose. I mean, really loose. It's pretty big on me now. And so that goes to show that I'm also losing pounds and inches. I'm really happy. My goal is to get down to 140. And that's after my weight loss surgery, I got down to 138, and I liked my body then. It was an awesome body to have. If you're considering weight loss with the Zepbound, I would highly recommend it. But know that when you your appetite starts coming back, be sure and tell your doctor so she can raise the milligrams. And or if it's not working for you at all, there's like 4 or 5 other brands of those shots that work. Ozempic is one of them. And I've heard a lot of good things about Ozempic. People lose a lot of weight on Ozempic. But I'm perfectly satisfied with the shot I'm on. If it's working, I don't want to switch because what I'm doing is good. Because who's to say I would go to Ozempic because I'm hearing all the good things about it and it doesn't work for me. So I will stay where I'm at until it stops working. It's a beautiful day today, although you can't see. That looks, I don't know. It just looks white and bright and, what do you call that, washed out. But the sky is blue and beautiful, but not the blue I love. I like the really dark blue. And then the clouds are out, that's just even better. But I love the dark blue sky. It's light blue now. Now, I'm going to say something about that, and I'm going to sound so stupid because there's things I don't grasp about the sky. What makes the sky the color that it is? Being dark blue, light blue, or so light blue it looks almost white. And then at night, how does it turn black? And I mean coal black. Just because of the sun? You would think that if the sun rose to a black sky, it would just be still a black sky because it's lit up. And my point of that is if you're in a room and you paint all the walls and the ceiling black, and you go in it and you flip the light on, it just makes it a bright black. I might sound blonde, I don't know, but I've always wondered about that. How in the world does that work? Please tell me, because I don't know. Also, on my theory of Earth being flat and where's the wind at, if we're spinning and hurling through space, where's the wind? And some girl on my team at work laughed at me and said, there is wind, but the pressure of the gravity on Earth prevents that wind from happening. That doesn't make sense to me. I don't know. I will always not understand that part. And a lot of people think that you're crazy when you say Earth is flat. They also think you're crazy if you go around saying I'm a Starseed light worker or whatever. That part I don't care about because I know who I am. But, yeah, I don't know. Okay, guys, I'm going to let you go. I love you tremendously, and I'm going to send each and every one of you love, light, and peace. Bye.